I don't know why sometimes the transition makes weird noises and slows down. I don't know. I'm back. Time for some Monster Hunter. That session ID is completely inaccurate. But I will quickly update that while the cinematic plays. The best cinematic. The only cinematic. Cinematic we all love and cherish. There's nothing in this world I don't cherish! Cool. Alright. So, today we'll be doing some Monster Hunter. There's a high likely chance that I might be by myself. So Bear's out at the moment. I'm down to join you. Wait, Chris, have you actually got, have you got GU now? Oh, you do too. There we go. Well, I can carry you if you want, man. I'm not particularly doing anything today. So, I'm happy to help others. I think Bear might be on later. Meow. What? Hang on. There we go. Hey Prince, how you going?
Hey, I figured I'd just get on and play some games.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. You don't have to stream, you can just chill and hang.
Yeah, exactly.
Feeling like death?
Yeah, I feel like that.
You helped me get the parts. Oh, that's right, we did the Wrath Armor stuff. I forgot about that. How far through have you gotten through the story now? GU! Hey, other than being sick, Prince, how you been?
Not bad. I left work early today because I was feeling like shit.
At least that's one good thing.
I slept for like 6 hours. And then woke up and then got on my computer and I was like, oh, I'm not going to stream today.
It's probably a wise move.
Yeah.
It was really funny because I stayed up late last night because I was playing Smash with some of the guys and really dumb idea. Almost stayed up till 3. And then like I got up I was gonna get up this morning and then like I got a call at like 9 or 8:30 or something. And then do you have that thing where it's like you get called or annoyed or woken up during that last like part of your sleep cycle? It fucks you up. Like the rest of the day I've just been kind of exhausted, so.
Yeah, that sucks. That sounds about right though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get logged in now. Let's see.
You haven't been playing much because school exists? Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. I think it's one of those things though, it's like, it's definitely easy to progress doing the multiplayer, you just skip through all the content and then like, once you've all kitted out, you just can go back to the single player and just blast it out. Because that's what Prince did.
Pretty much, yeah.
How'd you go with getting your Naga Cougar gear and stuff?
I didn't get it.
No, you haven't got it yet?
Nope. I'm still working on getting all the stuff for it.
Ah, cool. Have you got any G rank gear or?
Well, I got G rank gear.
Okay.
Are you marked as offline?
Oh, I haven't actually set up a room yet because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do.
Okay.
So hang on. I'll set up a... I'll create a... If we're going to help Chris, we'll be on the low rank stuff, so...
Good thing. I can definitely carry through that one too, running G rank gear.
Yeah, so
I'm still running high rank legs.
Whoopsies. Oh, so at least you've got some gear. That's good.
My legs are high rank, but the rest of me is G rank.
Where does your stats sit then? You like got 2+ crit boost and exploit or something?
What am I don't think I have any abilities right now. Pretty much I have no abilities because all my shit is mixed up.
Yeah. Well, at least it's that thing of like, you won't take damage, but your weapon will probably be doing all the work. Which would be fine for low rank anyway.
Yeah. I've got a G rank weapon, so it should be fine.
Hang on, I'll set up the lobby number. I don't know why I ate first. It is 9431986178021. It always feels like I'm reading out like a phone number. I really hope they change this system in the future.
Why are you still showing us offline when I try to look for you in friend list? Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Oh, you see it? Sometimes it takes a sec.
Yeah.
One day, Chad, I promise I'll make a new set one day. Yeah, so Bear said he's probably going to be a little late, so we can just do whatever, I think.
At least my set doesn't look that bad, even though it's completely mixed up.
Oh, wow, yeah, that really doesn't look too bad. Mizu pants. I have no idea what that... yeah, I don't know what that waist is. Kuluyaku? That looks like a standard chess piece.
Yeah, but
What?
it's a G rank chess piece.
What's your weapon?
At least, and the Narga head.
Oh, it's the... I know what that is. That's just the base. Raw mineral weapon, whatever it's called.
Yep.
Alright, well, I guess if we're finishing off Chris's gear... Gary! Go and just, the 9 is in the first 2 digits is supposed to be in the 1. Oh, did I get it wrong? I had a feeling when I wrote that. Let me have a look-see.
Hey, it's Gary.
Oh yeah, that's
What's
supposed
up,
to be a 1.
Gary?
Everyone's here to carry you, Chris. Just extremely quickly bop these monsters. Wrath will be a tier 2. It's a tier 3. What am I doing? Where is he? Tier 3? Oh, there he is. I mean, we could probably do Heaven and Earth, but probably not much point. Is there a double Wrath? That'd be really nice.
That would be nice.
We
We can also try to capture it so we can get better, we can get more mats for him.
That's true. Yeah, alright. I'll bring my capture stuff.
Because, unlike in World, in the older games, capturing honestly made it easier to get more stuff.
Yeah, it was really, you only carved for, like, plate chances.
Yep. Then again, things like plates and gems don't really show up in your end hunt.
No.
What's it called? Rewards.
Yeah.
There's a lot more carve only mats in the old games.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and break ones as well. That were kind of just annoying.
God, so many break ones.
I completely forgot when people were talking about, like, the Elatrion ones, and I was like, yeah, there's a reason why I used to take friends with gunners in, because it was just a nightmare.
And the only way you can get the mats is if you break. And even then, it's not a guaranteed chance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny where it's like, that was one of the biggest things when I was playing World, was like just having these moments where I'm like, oh man, I'm swimming in mats. Like, I'm getting plates all over the place, gems, whatever, I'm fine. And then they like gave us even additional ways through like investigations and stuff to get more targeted rewards. And it's like, the percentages aren't even that hard on drop rates, whereas like some of the older games had some pretty messed up stuff, like
like a 0.01% chance kind of thing.
Like that Sergio's blade is a good example in the G rank one, where it's like, I hate grinding that because it's just, it takes an eternity. Like if you're unlucky, you just might never get that weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw, dude, you were playing Haven. How'd you find it? I was talking about it earlier this morning.
Haven's a fantastic game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I really want to play
I
it.
thought it would be.
Is it mostly just sort of a loopy sort of game? You kind of do the world stuff and then you do the story beat stuff?
You do the world stuff. There's a combat system.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
Yeah, I followed the artist for a long time, and it was sort of this thing of like, oh shit, this art that I keep seeing is actually turns out to be for a game. Or Bear with the Sergio's plate. I know.
Surprisingly great game.
I couldn't get over that it was being promoted for was it the game? It was in. Was it the Game Awards? It was during one of the award things. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I wasn't expecting this game to appear here. It's such a small indie game, but it's gonna be hard to tell when he's dying.
I know. We'll do our best.
Ow. I'm gonna get hit by that. Oh no. There we go. I want that tail, because then, there we go. That's an extra carve.
Yep, there you go.
Go for that, Chris. Yeah. Careful. I actually feel like he might be pretty low at this point.
But I'm thinking.
Well, he might get fucked up here. We'll see what happens.
I was about to trap him too.
Sorry. I was in Lion's Maw full charge and like, fuck it. I can't waste the Lion's Maw. It's too cool. Do you remember what you needed, Chris? Like, material-wise? If you can get a full set plus the weapon, you're pretty set. Red Wing's pretty easy to make from memory. You might also... It's been a while, Prince. Do you remember when you were going on the way up, were you only able to craft weapon tiers... Like, you know how when you can skip them? Where it's like you can just go straight to, like, say, a tier 3.
Yeah.
Can you do that, or is like straight away, or is it like tied to your hunter rank? Or, well, how much you progressed? Because he might be able... I think Red Wing might be one of the ones you can just straight up craft. You don't have to go through bone or whatever it is. I think it's a bone weapon.
Oh no, you don't. It's one you can straight up craft, but I think it's out of the Rathian tree. So you got to make the Rathian one first, then you get into the Rathos.
Okay. Yeah, you probably... Chris, that's another thing, is that I would suggest maybe having the wiki up for just or Kiriniko for crafting the weapons, because it can be a little frustrating because you don't know how to get to the weapon. I wonder how many people who don't use outside resources don't know of the existence of certain weapons.
Yeah.
I don't know why I used a voucher there. Basically, once you get that gear, Chris, we might like take you through all the key quests again. Oh, I'm a higher level than Gary. What the heck? Gary, I thought you played this game a heap. Or is this your other character? I think I remember Bear saying you made a second character. I always miss out on weapons because of the way weapon paths work in this game. Yeah, it's pretty... I actually prefer it, personally. But it is one of those things where you have to make multiples of weapons if you want to explore every path. And it's a little frustrating. That's why it's like outside resources are good for the things like that. That's why when World introduced the big like map of weapons, that's fantastic. That was so good. Because it made it very clear as to what you can get and how you can get to it.
Yep.
This is my second character. I never beat G rank on my original character. Really, Gary? I didn't realize that. You need Wrathwings and Dragonite. Oh, so Dragonite, you will have to actually go mine that. That's not something we can help you get. But you need a Wrath Talent. Is that the only thing you need, Chris? Out of the entire set? You may as well be wearing the pieces, by the way, if you've already crafted them.
Mm-hmm.
That base gear you're wearing is not going to help you at all.
Bring some pickaxes so you can mine.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you can get Dragonite ore from that room we were in, the blue ore.
Mm-hmm.
If otherwise, I'll just put up like a gathering volcano or something. To be honest, I haven't got any of it. What do you mean you haven't got any of it? Oh, you can't make any pieces? What are you missing? Hang on, I'll go have a look at the crafting. Forge, armor, they like chest. Also, the Palico's eyes are closed. Oh, did I hit something? Oh my god, I did. Hang on. He's also a little laggy. Don't know what's going on with that. Hunting with your eyes closed, real talent. Very powerful. Wrath. It's Wrath means...
and just like close your
That'd be so good. Honestly, I forget that I have those things now. Wrath Shell, Machalite, Webbing. That should be pretty easy to craft.
You mean Macalite?
Macalite? What? There you pronounce it.
No.
Machalite. Gotta say, I've been saying this wrong this entire time. Macalite.
It's Macalite.
Macalite. I'd like a Macalite Frappuccino.
Like, I'd like a mocha frappuccino.
How many people do you reckon go into like Starbucks, ask something like that, and they just turn them away?
Get out.
I'm super close to the chest armor, but I need 5 Machalite ore. If you need the Machalite ore, you should probably do a mining run. That's what I would suggest. Bloodbath Glaive is massive. I haven't had a look at it. Hang on. Is it this, the Tyrant? It kind of just looks like the Brute style. It's always weird seeing you get a tied bug. That's the case. Chris, I would suggest maybe doing a mining run. If I get 10 Machalite, I can get the leggings and the chest. You're gonna need the full set, by the way. The sets don't work without... That set doesn't work without all pieces. Which is a good one that just gives a shit ton of ore. Deliver 20 pieces of coal, deliver the powder stone. I'd imagine that might actually do it.
Which one?
There's one that I've never done before called More Coal, Please. I'd be happy to do that, because then we can just all get that kicked off.
Alright, we can get the coal and...
We'll do that, and you can go mining. Yeah, Chris, you go mining, and we'll go grab this shit.
Mine stuff. Do I need a cool drink? Yeah.
Yeah. Probably looking for certain iron nodes. No, it's mining and the powder stone if we want to bring it. Powder stone will give extra rewards for Chris. So.
A lot of times there's a secondary one in these gathering quests.
Oh, the powder stone is the secondary. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I get 10 Machalite, I can make leggings armor. Sounds like a plan? Yeah. Hopefully you can get Dragonite, because I think this might be in the volcano. If it's in the volcano, you should be able to get Dragonite. I don't think I can give you... don't think I can put up high rank quests for you to get gear, can I? You can't just skip skip straight to high rank, I'm fairly sure.
Maybe?
We could try it after this, maybe. I'm curious. I may or may not have gone on a massive Scott Pilgrim binge after playing the game, by the way, and reread the comic, watched the movie, watched the rereading at the table they did like last year or the year before, but there's a line that I there's some really good lines in the movie that weren't in the book, and it's like Roxy, when she comes across Ramona, is like well, Ramona goes, "I was just a little bi-curious, okay?" And then Roxy's like, "Well, I'm a little bi-furious."
I'm a little bi-furious.
Fuck, it's such a good line.
I love that line.
That was a pretty good table read, actually. So yeah, Chris, you probably want to come this way. We want to head up to 8, will probably be your highest chance to get Dragonite. So we may as well head up all the way up the mountain before we mine. Hopefully you have an empty inventory, also.
Yeah, I hope you have an empty inventory. If not, you can send all your shit back with the cat.
Oh man, I always forget that's a thing in this game.
You can only do it once.
Oh, there's a blue node here. Oh, don't you just give me armor spheres. Don't do this to me, game. Oh, Chris might also have shitty mining picks, I just realized.
Killing these bull drones too because they deserve it.
That's pretty much it. Just go nuts. Yeah, the game is a bit of a learning curve in terms of like there's some coal.
Yeah, you can get Macalite ore. You can get Machalite ore from here.
Macalite?
I already got 2 Machalite ores.
Nice. What do you get on the side with a Macalite? A bagel? A muffin?
Probably an everything bagel you want to get on the side with your Machalite.
That sounds pretty good. I could go on everything bagel right now.
You know, when I lived in Seattle, in the city, there was this bagel joint that was right next to my apartment.
Hmm.
I miss that place so much. It's run by a guy who is from New York.
Hmm.
So they do that kind of bodega style sandwiches. I would either get a bagel or I'd get like a bacon, egg, and cheese in a roll.
It sounds so good right now. My friends, they work in the city, and I was always jealous of them in terms of like them talking about just like, oh yeah, I just go get this every day, or I have all these various food places I go to, and like Melbourne's pretty notorious in terms of like very, very good food, and it always just makes me so jealous because I'm like, oh, I totally could go some of that. Damn it, your pickaxe broke? Wait, do you not have any pickaxes left, Chris? Do you not know? Okay. It's that thing of like, you're really, really raw in terms of not knowing a lot of stuff. And that's the hard part about Monster Hunter for people who are learning it for the first time.
Hey, Chris, come to me. I'm going to give you one of my pickaxes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can give you those.
You are in 10. I'll meet you in 2, and I'll give you a pickaxe.
Me and Gary are going to go beat up a crab.
That have mega pickaxes.
Yeah, the megas should last you for most of it.
Alright, Chris, hold on. I need to remember how to give. Item pouch. I'll give you 3 to you, Chris. Now accept it.
Ow.
There you go. There's some pickaxes for you, buddy.
Ah. Crab hurt. He's already dead. I don't really like looking at crabs without their shells. It's a little disturbing. It's got a weird weenie nub thing at the back. Oh, I got a black pearl. That's actually pretty fucking good. You squishy crab boy.
What is the actual quest we have to do? We have to gather coal.
Yeah, we're just getting coal. I think we need 20, so it's quite a lot. Generally the gathering hub ones are kind of annoying, and I don't like doing them solo because it can just take forever. I'm 90% sure we can't drop. We can only drop like craftables and things like that, can't we? Did I just get poisoned? So yeah,
Try to find you some ore.
Yeah, pretty much you're looking for blue. Will give you the high tier. So red's the general, blue's the higher. Red will give you Machallo, blue will give you Dragonite. As amongst other shit. Hey Sky, how you going? How you been? How's husky training going? There's fuck all up here. Why is everything trying to poison me today?
There's some blue in number 6 there, Chris, if you want to go to zone 6.
I actually can't remember. I think the nodes might actually not be relative to the I think they might be individual to us.
Are they?
Yeah, maybe. Pretty much just make your way up to 8. 8's usually got the good shit. What are you fighting, Chris? Oh, do you not have a cool drink? Oh, Chris doesn't have a cool drink.
Anyone want to give Chris a cool drink?
Yeah, I'm right next to him. Give me. Kind of looks ominous, me having my hand just holding out this item. I have no idea what he's fighting. Ow. Don't worry about the crab, Chris. You're gonna die to it.
Yeah, focus on finding your stuff. Wait, is he fighting anything? He's just like swinging away over there.
I think he's fighting the one of the crabs because I think that the small, yeah, he was fighting a small creature, which
I delivered 10 coal.
Maybe you should have healed. Did you have no healing items? What happened there? You can carry any more items? Ah. So back at camp, there is like a cat that you can give items to, and he'll send a ball back.
Did you give him the cool drink?
No, he died.
Chris, before you go, Chris, come here. I'm giving you something, Chris.
How many coal do I have? Oh, I have 10. I'm actually on max.
Take this from me before you go. Take this before you walk into the hot zone. You have to put away your weapon first. Ow! Why'd you hit me? You have to put away your weapon first.
He's still figuring out the buttons.
I'll try again.
Dang, it's raining again. Be crazy weather.
There you
Oops.
go.
So I
Now,
don't
if
know
you
why
wanna
I'm finding.
Offload some of your items. Talk to this cat here.
Natural recovery returned to normal. Which one's the delivery box? The red one?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we've actually delivered all. We could go get the powdered stone, maybe. I actually remember where it is.
No, I don't.
May as well do that.
I figured you hit the wrong button, Chris. Oh, and Chris, you only have to drink the cool drink when you're inside the hot zone. So the dark, like the medium brown and the red map areas. When you're in zone 1 or 2, you don't need a hot drink or cool drink.
Hmm. The hunt for the powder stone. I vaguely remember it being up the top of the mountain. I'm assuming it's either in 6 or 7. Not very often that you have to do quests and especially do the like weird side gathering thing. Did you see like so one of the things that I was following the leakers that have been doing all the sort of data mining and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They've been hit like with DMCAs and all that sort of stuff, so pretty much confirming a lot of the stuff means that like if they DMCA, pretty much means that they're bang on the money, they've got the right information. But there's another group that apparently are data mining even harder that are on Facebook and have found out a whole heap of additional information for Rise that
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and so it's, and they still haven't been stopped yet, which is interesting. Oh, here it is. What?
Send me the details about that. I'm curious. I don't mind spoilers.
Yeah, I could check it up later. It's curious because it's like, at the end of the day, this is one of those things where it's like, as soon as a demo goes out, this is always what happens. My God,
Mm-hmm.
is this not where the Powder Stone is?
They did the same thing to.
Ow.
They did the same thing to Iceborne.
Yeah. I wish some of the Iceborne leaks were real. A lot of them ended up not being real, and it kind of makes me sad.
Yeah.
Hey Rosary, how was Skull? Skull was great. Really enjoyed that game. I'm probably going to play that a lot off stream. I don't actually know if the Powder Stone comes from here now. Up here? No. I really don't know then. I'm fairly sure it's that rock pile.
Which
Unless
one?
it's in 5? There's a rock pile behind this... Yeah, where you were at, Prince. Fairly sure it's that.
So just.
It says 6 and it's a 75%. I got rocks 3 times in a row, Gary. Unless it comes from one of the mining nodes, which I don't think it would, but... Let Prince know he's beautiful.
More stones.
Prince already knows that, I'm fairly sure.
More stones.
Yeah, I was only getting
got a powder
stones too.
stone.
You got one?
Extremely
Alright,
hot. Alright, I got 1 powder stone.
alright, go for a run.
Protect me. Protect me.
Good thing is that with multiplayer is at least we can life powder you.
Yep.
We should have got you to eat a max dash juice.
I know. I completely forgot to.
I
I
mean,
don't want to go back there and try to do it again.
No, yeah, just run it. Fine. It's curious with how many of those types of quests are we gonna get in Rise? Because Rise is now one of those things where, like, with the wire bug, being able to use the wire bug moves.
Kill it.
Kill what? I can't see it.
It's on me.
I guess we'll just kill them all. Gary's got it. I've got a very slow weapon, so this is awkward for me.
And life powder when you get a chance.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gary's just doing all the heavy lifting. I'm like, I got a big weapon.
It's a big weapon.
Cool weapon. How do we push you? Can we like push you to go faster? Yeah, right on my shoulders.
Trying to conserve my stamina because I don't want to
run out and then drop it. Yeah.
Okay. Conserve stam. Conserve stam.
You know what, a move I actually forgot until I was watching Riku play is if I draw my weapon and then I can do this, which is tap Y, which goes into charge mode, but I can also go tap charge A. I completely forgot that's a thing versus like tap to X, which gives you a full charge, which is so much better. I don't know why you would, I don't know why this move exists. Like I think it's just to get you out of Brave faster maybe, I don't know. Very weird. Actually, when you do it, do you go and then you can Brave again? No, you can't even Brave really fast out of it too. You can't overswing too. You can go into overhead, but that's it's not very good.
Alright. We are almost home free.
We might hand this in, Chris, once we get back. Then we can hand in the coal. You'll probably get a shit ton of materials for this too. Hopefully this should help. Did you get any Dragonite ore, Chris? That's really probably the major thing you're after. Look at him go. Nice.
Yeah.
Brr, brr.
Let me dance with you too, hold on.
You got one Machalite and no Dragonite ore. What the heck? Did you go up to the top of the mountain? Really, what you're looking for is the blue nodes. The blue nodes are like the only thing you care about. I don't know if this is the type of quest that... Hang on, I might look up the quest. What's the quest name? It is called... More coal, please. More coal, please. Kiriniku.
The Dragonite ore will be in the blue ones near the top in 6 and 8, I think. The Macolites in the blue.
Oh, so if we hand in this quest, he will actually get Dragonite ore, which is what I thought, and he will get Machalite ore. I don't know how many of each.
Cool, perfect.
So us doing the sub quest actually was a good idea because it also gives. So he'll get at least 2 Dragonite from it. Maybe some other junk. Oh no, I've read that wrong. So he'll get 2 Machalite, 2 Dragonite, a possible 3rd Dragonite, and then some Machalite. Oh, I've set on my arm in a weird way. Now my hand is a little numb. Wait, Chris, why are you dancing with us? You want to go back? Is that what you're saying? Alright, we'll go back then. Maybe we'll just continue to do because we're here. We may as well just keep hunting. That's probably better. because you can get the Machala in your own time. So I think maybe Chris, you might need to go do some single player to learn some stuff.
Yeah, follow what they tell you in single player.
Yeah, because if you don't know how to make like better pickaxes and craft hot drinks and stuff like that, there's a lot that there's too much for us to teach you. The game will have to teach you it. Wow, they gave a lot of Dragonite.
I got a lot of Dragonite.
No Machalite though, so hopefully it doesn't need too much of that. So yeah, anytime we do the like monster, if we go kill what's his face, Rathalos, then that should probably give you a shit ton of if you go mining while we're doing it, you should probably do it. Oops, went to sleep. It's still funny to me that Buns is going through on and she's just going pure cat.
I know.
It'll be a long road for her. Increase damage when you do the shadow box gesture. Can I punch it to death? Strengthens your kicks. Kicks actually are decent on on Great Sword, because you can cancel out of stuff. Actually, is the Greatsword the only one that can kick? Or can everyone kick? I think everyone can.
Everyone can kick,
Yeah.
but the Great Sword's the only one that can kick in the world.
Ah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, focus on mining, Chris, and make some pickaxes. Then in your combo list, you should be able to go to one of the pages and just find iron pickaxes and mega pickaxes. You kind of want one of them or both of them. That's probably where... Oh, that's where your Machalite's probably gone as well. Don't overcraft
Chris,
if you need that.
Come to me. I'm gonna give you some stuff. I'm gonna give you 5 mega pickaxes. Where is Chris?
You might be in the crafting area.
Chris, when you come back to the middle area, I'm gonna give you 5 megas.
Mm-hmm.
And megas will last you a long time in low rank. Because they don't
Yeah. Also, a very handy thing to know is the Book of Combos is here, which increases your chance to make combinations.
Yep. I do remember back when combinations would fail.
The worst is like the fact that I can't remember who I was talking to. Was it talking to Riku about it? About the idea that combinations is like he likes the idea that you have to take the books on a hunt, and I'm like, dude, they take your inventory space. But that's not too much of a problem in a lot of regard for like most items I carry, I probably don't have to carry. I just have very generalized ones. So it's like honey, bombs, paintballs, whetstones. I mean, whetstones are pretty much need. Cleansers, hot drink, cool drink. Like I could have specific setups for each of those, but I'm a lazy old soul, and I'm not really hitting any challenge mode things where I'm like, oh, I really need a specific setup.
Yeah, I never bring the book combinations with me.
I always take 5 for stupid Raging Bracky. The mining pickaxes. Wait, why do you need the mining pickaxes for Raging Bracky? You still need Machalite? Yeah, if you go mine the Machalite while we go after Rathalos, that might be a good idea. And the Wing Talon? Wing Talon. So that's going to be pretty hard to do. So I guess Gary's probably the best for doing that, because breaking wings is going to be hard for us.
I mean, I have enough reach to hit the wings with my overhead swing.
So I can make
it's gonna be
more...
mostly Gary.
I can make more max and ancient potions because I'm always dying. Oh, for honey and stuff. Yeah. I do too. There's something that rubs me the right way about how Japan used to do a lot of their assets. Like, if you look into the distance and it's just, they're all paper trees, and it's just photographs that they've slapped in the background. It's it makes me think of like the N64, the PlayStation era so much, or just arcade games and stuff, that I'm like, I just kind of want more of this. Like as much as it's silly and low resolution, it's like, it's inoffensive to me. Like, it's just fun. It makes me think of like Colin McRae Rally and things like that. Yeah.
Colin McRae Rally.
Or Need for Speed 1. Oops, I went the wrong way. I actually am waiting. I'm really waiting for like the kick on. You know how it's like we've got like all our old
Chris,
retro
make sure
stuff.
You only make the helm. Don't make the cap because the
cap
is for gunners.
Yeah, don't make the cap.
Don't make the cap.
You only want Blade Master.
Blade Master weapons are the first one. Gunner weapons are the second one of any given one. Cause
where do I find the mining stuff? In this map, there's a heap in the Rathalos room. So if you come to the Rathalos room... I got the bad roll. Man, it's so easy to roll and rise. I wonder whether or not that's just straight up deliberate. But it makes me wonder what evade extender is for now.
I tested using my 8-bit though on Rise.
Yeah.
Rise demo, and it feels a lot more comfortable using my PlayStation controller.
Oh, really?
The wings are broken.
Wow, that was fast. Now, let's try and get that tail carved too. We'll go less nuts this time. Oh, I forgot to bring captures. Did you guys bring capture stuff?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I forgot to.
We kill them.
It's poor
Rathalos.
Rathalos.
It does.
He's so small.
Nodes here.
Yeah, I think he's on his way. Oh, nice. Wasting flashes on a low rank. Oh, and now we're going for a mount. Man, it's crazy just how hard it is to roll in this generation. But then again, that's what evade extender's for.
The hitboxes were not nearly as forgiving as they were in the old gen, in the new gen.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I saw someone making a big deal about was it Tiger X? Like, so Tiger X like doing his like charge thing, and he dives over you. There's no ground hit test on it, so the person goes underneath Tiger X when it makes the small jump in its attack sequence, which is fucking crazy. So we might be getting some crazy hitboxes. World gave us some cool stuff like that, but there's still some hits where they've kind of just sort of sucked. But
I think the only bullshit hitbox we got in World was Negrigante's dive bomb.
oh yeah, that one was crazy.
Which the dive bomb is pretty much above and below, no matter where you are. He will hit you. And Chris, look for the shinies too.
Ow. The fireball on me.
Ah, missed.
Bye, dragon. Wow, he didn't die. Really slowed down this time. There we go. I like that we went from doing like Dread King Rathian to low rank Rathian. Rathalos.
Sometimes it's fun to come back to the lower tier monsters, just bop them.
I know. That was probably one of my favorite things when I first started running people through with all my gear. I was just sort of like, let's just see how fast we can kill it. And you get like these like almost 30-second kills and you're like, yeah, all right, rinse, repeat. I mean, that was still under 5 minutes as well. All I got was one Machalite. Don't worry, it happens. This is Monster Hunter. The aim of the game is to grind. Damn, your sword looks really cool like that. The red with the glowing blue.
Yeah. Although eventually I'm gonna try to get the Ceregios G rank one. I want that back again.
Which version? The normal or the altered one? Or the hyper one?
But I'm not gonna get there anytime soon. Given how slow and casually I'm playing GU.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
When we
thing.
get Rise, I feel like I'll still pop into GU and World every now and again.
Yeah. Well, what's Rise's release date? It's March, isn't it?
March 26th.
March 26th. So yeah, we've got a while still. All right, we might do 1 or 2 more hunts, Chris, and then I might go help Prince with his Nagakuga grind.
Yeah. Throw up another Rathalos and help him out.
Oh, finally got Brewster. Dude, the name of
like
them.
this, Chris, is Monster Hunter is a game with loot boxes, except instead of buying them from the store, you have to kill them.
It's the Pinata Fiesta. Alright, I'll try and bring this. I don't have any detection skills, I don't think. Actually, wait, hang on. I've said that aloud, and now I'm like, does this actually have Capture Expert? I have Capture Expert. Sometimes increases the rewards. Oh, it's that one. It's not the lets me know skill. This is actually better for me to capture most monsters, but I never do. Like, I just fucking kill it. It's fine. I can get the gear later. But yeah, I'm kind of waiting for like the nostalgia retro to be move over from it being like all the pixel art and sprites and all that sort of stuff to moving over to be PlayStation low poly, very flat textured sort of stuff. Just like Turok, like anything that was like.
I don't think it's gonna ever get to that though. As much as I get some kind of nostalgia from that, the one thing about old 8-bit games and 16-bit games that, you know, they stand the test of time is that they're timeless.
See, I kind of feel like some of them aren't though. Like I feel like some of them are good, some of them aren't. Like I think the one, one of the ones that did very well in its retro stuff is
art type lasts.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's I was talking to my girlfriend about like the idea of like CG versus really good prosthetics. Like really good prosthetics can just last forever, and you can't tell like it's like that it is prosthetics versus like some old CG, like some of the even the Marvel stuff, which is very 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 high budget. You can already tell like, oh, this doesn't look great. This is probably from like this generation or whatever. And
like I recently watched Tron Legacy again.
Yeah.
And the Jeff Bridges is so bad.
God, the Jeff Bridges thing. Yeah. Yeah, so that's probably one of the best examples is when they try to CG a face and you're like, perhaps this was not a good idea. Like the one from the Star Wars one was probably one of the worst ones. The general guy where he's like, he kind of looks like a Play-Doh man. Yep.
You know, actually one of the best ones I feel they've ever done for like CGI is have you ever seen that movie The One by with Jet Li in it?
No.
So The One was a Jet Li movie. It was a Kung Fu Jet Li movie. It came out after Romeo Must Die. It was right around the time when Jet Li was like, you know, urban culture, hip hop's favorite Chinaman, basically.
Yeah.
And The One was a movie about, you know, multiple parallel realities and.
Oh wait, no, I totally have seen this movie.
Yeah, when you kill someone from another parallel reality, you gain all their strength and ability. Eventually you become so strong that you have to become the one. And the way they did the fight scenes was they had like a stunt double who had the same build as Jet Li, wear a green screen mask, and they just superimpose his face on the mask.
Oh my god.
For a lot of the fight scenes, and it's flawless.
Yeah, I actually have you.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Have you watched video? What is it? CG Artists React. There's the Corridor Digital crew. They do they basically have them and some other like they have like react to stunt stuff. They react to like CG stuff. They get people in like actually from the industry and stuff, and it's really fucking cool. But they actually did bring up that movie because there's one particular scene in that movie where like I believe it's like there's this crazy scene where it's like a series of dudes are trying to interact with the fake version of him while he's on screen, and they've both got to be facing the camera, but they do a really good job of they CG out everything including the floor just so they can get like some, I think it was glass breaking or a blood splatter. There was something that if they hadn't gone this extra mile it would have looked like shit, and because they did it looks super 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 good. And
it still you know, stands the test of time. It actually looks like, you know, there's two Jet Li on screen. It's one of my favorite Jet Li movies.
Yeah, I kind of want to rewatch that one now you've brought it up. I was thinking about how like there's a shit ton of like martial arts movies that I really like. Yeah, Chris, you should. Oh shit, I'm pinned.
Farm the ore.
Yeah, go get the ore. Don't worry about fighting. What was I saying? Yeah, martial arts movies. I really need to do a martial arts bender because I've watched so many. I've got like an entire hard drive that I think of those old, like various martial arts, whether it be from like China, Japan, Taiwan. Like there's some really fucking good shit, and it's crazy to me because that was a part of my life at one point where I just watched a shit ton of those types of movies, and I haven't watched them in years now.
There we go.
Nice. I think one of the craziest things about like martial arts movies is that they really sort of pump them out at one point. Like in like there was a period there that I think in like the 80s and stuff they like just went absolutely bananas, and there was like just like Jackie Chan is a good example where it's like I bet you there's so many movies that people didn't realize that he was in, but he was in a lot of movies, like a lot of movies. And it like people didn't really discover him until he started doing stuff in the West, and that was kind of the same when the big boom happened in the West. But you only got one. You might. What I would suggest, Chris, is go do a gathering mission in single player, and then you're probably good. But yeah, I think we might swap over to a high rank hub now, OG rank hub rather, and so Prince can go grind out Nagakuga. But hopefully that helped you a bit, and hopefully you were able to make at least some of the pieces now. But yeah, what I would suggest is probably go do some single player is probably what I would suggest is just to learn the game a bit better.
The early missions do teach you how to play the game.
Yeah, exactly. I think you might need to do some of that.
The ones are truly the
tutorial. All right, let's swap to the other lobby. Hey Ricardo, how you going? I always get confused, so the Hunter's Pub is the pub. We want to go to the pub. I'll give you guys the new code when it's up. You just vibing right now? That's good, man. I'm a bit vibing right now too. Do you know what? I kind of want to bring music back to the stream. I like games like this. As much as I love Monster Hunter music, I really kind of want to bring back music. kind of frustrating me.
DMCA free playlist?
I actually have whatchamacallit, the Twitch DMCA free stuff. I just haven't set it up with the stream yet. So lobby code is. It's one of those things. It's like it keeps being put on the back burner. Oh, 4457756493477446. But yeah, pretty much once. Oh, you guys already made in. Fuck, that was fast. guys are quick. Do you need me to put up the quest prints?
Yeah, because I can't access it. Let me
Alright.
see what I need to make to get the rest of the Nargacuga set.
Okay. No problem, Chris.
It's gonna be regular Nargacuga. To make the chest, I need
Yeah, so Chris, I would actually suggest doing one of the gathering missions similar to what we did before with the coal. If you go find one of those in single player, that probably, I think there's one that will straight up give you Machalite. That'd probably be the best way to do it rather than just mining yourself, but it's up to you.
With the chest, I just need Monster Essence and Stygian Worm, so I can get that from...
Dinoga?
No, I can get that from... Let me see. I can get that from Gathering.
Okay. Oh, so you're up to Gathering, you're not actually... You don't need Nargacuga anymore?
I might still need Nargacuga because I'm going to need more shards.
Oh, you need the shards? Okay. Well, we may as well do the hunt stuff
shards.
then, unless you want to do something else.
Hunt for it too.
Well, we could do your...
Might as well do...
You want to do that, or do you want to do your progress, your key quests? Because you could just gather them while we do other stuff.
Well, because I'd want to hunt some Nargacuga anyways, just because...
Alright. Just to get extra shards.
Stuff anyways, because I'm gonna need more shards.
What's a good Naga
I'm
quest?
gonna need more black fur.
Wait, where is Nog?
Legs.
Is he not a tier 3? Is he tier 2?
I'm gonna need at least 15 shards, and I have only 4. So I need some shards and black fur. So maybe like 2 Nargacuga hunts, and I'll go gather some stuff.
Is there only one Nargacuga quest? Huh, okay. Jumping at shadows.
Like a 2-star one.
You might not be able to play for long, but you want to get some hunts in? No problem, Ricardo. I'm probably only going to be on for maybe like 45 more minutes. Hopefully Bear does jump in, and if Bear does, then I'll just have him take over for me. Can you get shards from captures, Prince? What is it? Nargacuga shard?
I think you get more...
I don't need anything, so you all can just post when it's my turn? Okay, no problem. Yeah, I think we're just going to try and help Prince out at the moment, and then... Why is this sorting funny? Sorry, I'm just looking at gear stuff, guys. Here we go. Shard comes from body carve, G rank 40%. Oh, you just need the shards. Okay, that's easy. Yeah. I thought you meant the cut wing.
And black fur.
Black fur. Oh, they're easy. You got the easy ones to get. The cut wing is the thing that kind of is a bit of frustrating because it's like 10% drop rate.
Yeah, I have enough cut wings. I
think
believe
there's a quest
just the shards and the black fur is what I need. But what's it called? I want to make sure I have enough Narga parts before I go into gathering mode to pick up the rest. Because the rest is like a Laranoth hide, Monster Essence, which is a pain in the ass to get because of fucking bugs.
Yeah. You might need to make a setup for that. I think I took my cats in to do that stuff.
That's what I'm probably going to do. I have to take my cats in.
Yeah, there's very few Nargacuga quests in this game, I've just noticed, which is a bit sad. That's okay. No one's seen him? He's probably by the water.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
Is any of the things that you need to collect in this map?
I don't think so. I can double check after. He's over here in 6.
But oof.
I saw that bull drum coming for me, and I'm like, "Fuck you!"
I like. They're kind of annoying and frustrating, but I kind of glad they're back. I was not expecting it. I do wonder whether that means like the large bull drone will come back then. Yeah, if we can go for wing breaks, face break, and then tail, I think that'd be good. Breaking tail doesn't really do much for the fight. But at least the arms do a lot, and it'll give extra cut wing, which is what's important.
I always use extra cut wings if I want to make the weapon.
What? What was that hit test? Coming to get ya. Oh, he's slightly let back as I went to do. Lion's Maw triple charge is the one I always miss. It's like this weird, like as soon as I Lion's Maw, it's like, yeah, this next hit's gonna miss. I hope he'd step back. It's really funny. I was talking to a friend about he wants to get into Monster Hunter. He wants to play it more, and he's like, "Oh, which one should I do?" And I'm like, "GU or World's pretty good, or you could just wait till Rise." And he's like, "Well, I know that there's Monster Hunter on like the Wii U." Like 3, and I was like, I mean, I love 3, but dude,
don't start there.
Don't go back to old Monster Hunter. It's like, I love the series, but there's a lot of things that I wouldn't want to go back to.
I do not want to go back to the time of no mounting.
Oh god, I didn't even think about mounting. Yeah.
Yeah, mounting is a Monster Hunter 4 thing.
Yeah.
Because Monster Hunter 4 had the new verticality.
Yeah.
And the insect glaive, so mounting became a thing.
Yeah, there was just there's lots of little quality of life things that you forget about, like if you go backwards. Because I replayed 3 all the way through after completing GU. I was like, how about I go try out that? Because I started with 3 and I loved it, but how do I feel about returning to to it? And it was a nightmare, especially solo, because I did it all solo. I was like, this is just kind of painful.
I'm so slow. Where are you going?
Water? Forest. Oh no, water.
Way. Number 5.
I think he's a 7. Yeah.
7?
Yeah. Oh, you're kidding me. Again, it happened. Every time. I'm not allowed to have a Lion's Maw triple. Not allowed. It was one of the reasons I actually swapped over to the other Hunter art, so I could actually do the sharpening and get the evasion, because it's like, that's just useful any time, whereas Lion's Maw, it's like, if you miss it, it's just all the damage is gone.
Yep.
I'm kind of glad it's back in Rise, but it doesn't really work the same, and I don't know if I really like it, because it sheaths the weapon, which is really fun. I really like that, and it gives you a dodge, but it powers you up. It doesn't give you the next big strike as big.
I kind of wonder if there's going to be a Silkbind move with the greatsword that has a guard point. Yes,
there is. There's actually quite interesting 2 or 3 moves that almost looked very tanky from me reading them. So it makes me curious, like, if that's what they want to kind of try and do with the greatsword, is to actually lean into it being the heavy weapon. To, like, not make you have to, like, oh, I have to dodge around and stuff. It's literally just eat attacks and keep going. Which they added a few of those in this game, actually. And they work quite well, but I'd prefer to dodge better, personally.
I got my black fur. Got 2 large Wyvern gems out of this one. Nice.
Wow, that was the large Nagakuga. That was a gold crown, actually.
I got shit for shards. I only got 3 from the carve, or 2 from the carve actually.
Dang, how many shards do you need?
I need at least 15, and I only have 6 now.
Wow. If that's the case, I might double check which is better. Is it carve or capture's better? Carve. Definitely carve. There's an event one. Is it hyper? Ah, it's hyper. That sucks. It's annoying that there's only one quest we can do. And there's no 3 stars that have it either. No 4 stars.
Now I just need to make the arms and the chest. So for the arms, I need... Oh, I need 1 more cut wing for the arms. And
Yeah.
4 shards.
That's what I was kind of waiting for, you talking about the cut wing, because that's the one that's going to probably be the most pain in your side if you don't get there
for
first.
The chest, I need 3 shards, 4 hard fangs, and 4 monster essence.
Fuck, that's a good transmog. Wow, I love the shininess of that chest piece, actually. That looks really cool. You might be able to get 1 or 2 more questions, see what happens. No problem, man. I probably only have a few left in me too, because I've got like half an hour left. Hog Buster Sword? You love FF7? Oh, on my back, yes. I need to get a bigger collection of great swords. Though, at some point that might swap over to me having, like, the great sword, or 1 great sword, so we'll see. Definitely not this thing, though. This fucking great sword is ugly as sin. I really don't like the Atalcar one. Such a wonky shape. Like, look at it's like everything about this weapon rubs me the wrong way. It's like, it looks really crap when it's sheathed. The handle, like, juts out, so it's like a weird spike. Like, you technically gonna cut your hand off holding that. The blade has a weird curve at it towards the end. Don't know what that's about. It's just, it just looks like a slab of metal someone's pulled off something and then sharpened. I definitely don't like it either, yeah. Some of the other Atalcar ones don't look too bad, I like them, but this one's just atrocious. I need to make some good transmog though, Ricardo. You've got some good ones. I'm very lazy. I see that Gary's also lazy about it too. Because I like this a lot, but the colors aren't exactly me. Having the white with the blue on top, it's okay, but it's not the greatest. So I kind of want to figure out like something else. What do you think of the idea of the weapon transmog? As in weapon transmog for Monster Hunter World, or do you mean as in like basing your transmog around your weapon? I haven't done any. I know, you need to go to... Have you done the quest line even, Gary? It doesn't take too long. I think most of the quests you actually do on the way up, doing your other shit. Or if you've done most of the village quests anyway.
Let me upgrade this armor real quick and then I'll be right there.
No problem. You have unlocked it? Oh, cool. You may as well just slap something together. Surely you've got some good looking pieces just around stuff. Around the weapon. Your transmog looks good. Yeah, I like this one. I mean, it's just, it's only 2 types of pieces. It's, G-rank Bararoth and the G-rank, I think it's G-rank, Kazu helm. So it gives, like, there's very few hoods in the game, so I like this one because it adds the shadow to it, which I think is really cool. There's not many pieces of armor that would do this. I've got them some watermelon here. I'm trying to eat it quietly, but it's like, it's full of pits. Kind of reminds me of Assassin's Creed. Yeah, it kind of does, especially with the colors, definitely. I really like the big collar on the, having the big collar on the Baroth armor, or if, I don't know if it's meant to be fur, it's hard to say. But having that, and then having the hood underneath, it's pretty cool. I like that. It does very accentuate my my kind of mustache beard combo though. I had a similar transmog to that. It was super ugly. I think Bear's transmog amused me. It was like the first ever transmog you make, and then like I load in, and there's just a man with a diver's helmet in front of me. Was not expecting that.
That's so good.
I'm gonna copy Bear's diver transmog. Oh my god. I kind of like Bear's style though, because Bear, like, he doesn't sort of, even his world transmogs, he kind of goes in a different direction than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I just go for like cliche cool shit. I'm just the biggest tuner you'd ever meet. You're the Astral Armor fan? I like the Astral Armor as like the arms and stuff to help make other pieces look better, but I think because you kind of look like you're running around in like pajamas, or like if you're doing like a stage play where it's like you're wearing very tight fitting clothes, that's all I can think of. I'm gonna go hunt everything in my underwear. I mean, that's a transmog in itself, actually. Because the buff body's in this, but it's not really the same, though. You have any stats yet?
Then we'll go.
How do I always forget how to look at the party. How do I look at party? How do I look at party? View hub info there. Y button, yeah. I stuff it up every single time. You've got attack S. One day you'll get expert. Nah, it was Y, you were right, Ricardo. That, again, this is the hardest part about me playing so many different games, especially so many action games, is just like button schemes completely changing. One of the hardest ones is definitely me playing Ghost of Tsushima, and holy crap, that button layout sucks. But
I love the button layout of Ghost of Tsushima.
Really, it drives me nuts.
But then again, I also love the Batman Arkham game, so...
Yeah. Hey Tante, welcome back. And I'm not milking you, Tante. I'm not milking.
Daimono, you have to milk the people. The people want to be milked.
Ugh. I think... Yeah, he's there.
The people request your milking, Daimono.
My milk or their milk?
Well, you to milk them. Or you to, like, baby bird your milk into there.
Ugh. It'd be so gluggy and viscousy.
What would cat milk be like? I don't know.
Don't want to know. I assume extremely watery. Is that a guess? I forgot to eat.
Not nearly as viscous as you'd hope.
As you hope. Who are you playing with today? I'm with Prince today, but he's not streaming. I think Bear will be jumping on later, but I might finish up before he starts. I think he's got something on today. I feel like that's the theme of January this month, is just we keep missing each other. But that's the point of us doing the Sapphire stuff, where it's like, it was the more of us like in the group, the more of us that can join each other in just various streams. Like it's
exactly.
We don't always have to have someone.
Yeah. It's kind of why initially we started this group as a joke, but now it was a JoJo joke that, you know, was explaining why me, you, and Buns are together all the time.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. It was always funny to me when we first started, because it was like, because I remember that was like you and I were going to do a collab and we couldn't figure out a day, and then like it was the day that you and Buns were collabing. It was like, oh well, you may as well just try and join in that, and I'm like, all right. I just like, and then that was just that was it.
And then that was history.
How you doing today, Tante?
Because all our chemistries worked well together.
Yeah, I think
there was
good dynamic.
Being very horny, and you know,
being you
being the straight man, semi-horny, and then Buns being there and
just
reacting to it,
loving
but not
it
really
out,
discouraging it.
He loves it. She would be more horny if she could. That's the truth of it all, guys. That's the truth of Buns.
We know that's the truth. We have seen many moments together, from Buns shotgunning 3 Trulies on stream.
Oh god, yeah, the stuff she puts herself through. Correction, chat puts her through. This is your fault, chat. You feeling a bit better? You playing Truck Sim right now? Oh, that's cool. That's a good game to just chill.
You're gonna have to cut that wing up.
Didn't we get both? I think we got both.
Did we already?
Yeah, I think one looks more cracked than the other. Hard to say.
Yeah, the right wing looks cracked. The left wing, I think we still need to work on.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's still poking out. Feeling a bit better playing Truck Sim. Do you know what's funny is, like, so Prince actually has kind of got some food poisoning going on as well. It's just a thing right now. I have to tune down settings while I'm streaming it from now on. How come? What happened? I would like, what would be nice is once I stop spending money on improving the stream with various things, because there's a couple of things I still want to get, like in terms of like, oh man, one of the biggest things that I was thinking about is my boom arm is just, it's so short. It's like a $20 boom arm, but it works. But sometimes you might hear it.
Right?
But I do want to upgrade that thing. But
say both wings are broken.
Oh, cool. But one of the things is, oh nice, we got the tail too. Is beautiful. I want to spend on getting a better PC, because then like I won't have to worry about lag. Also, if I change over instead of using face rig, I might move away from that because it's very laggy. Also, I didn't know this until recently because I was looking into stuff. Face rig is actually going away. They've got a new version of the application which is completely called something else, and unfortunately I can't really easily bring over the assets from it. But so I might just move to a different program. But
are you gonna make a sweet anime boy? If you
who knows?
You can always, like, make yourself like a sweet anime boy, you know, in a dairy outfit.
God, in a dairy outfit. Everyone will be happy. Quotation marks.
Daimono.
I feel like putting high on OBS makes the PC struggle. Amaze. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Animes? Animes. I assume it's that. Yeah, I kind of get that.
As a kid, they used to call it Japanimation.
Oh god, yeah, I know. It's so funny. I can't imagine going to those old ones.
Japanimation.
Do you know what's crazy, man? Have you watched some of the documentaries about that stuff where it first started?
No, I haven't.
There's some crazy documentaries where they talk about like basically going to a convention and people basically trading VCRs. So it's like this person bringing it over, this person transcoding it, this person like translating it, so then they would hard translate it onto a VCR, like, and all this effort that they would go through to actually bring anime to the West, and then those would make their way to swap meets and
trade DVDs.
Oh yeah,
like that lasted a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
Like before there was Crunchyroll, man.
Well,
I
actually
just what Crunchyroll has done for.
So I probably still, no, maybe I gave it to my brother, but I remember the first major, like, I watched a lot of anime, but it was that thing of like, it would take me a long time to watch it. A mate of mine had very good internet connection, and he had a very good computer, and he would read and write DVDs and stuff like that. I remember in high school, he gave me 2 massive spindles of DVDs, so it was like 100 DVDs or so, and each of them were full to the brim with anime, and I had so much. And then I just ripped all of it off and just put it on hard drives, and like I consumed so much at one point because of that, and like, yeah, God, weird to think back to that era.
I got so much anime in my old head that I can't even remember everything I've watched.
Yeah, well, it was a friend of mine was talking about my anime list, and I've never really used it.
About that.
And like, in a way, I kind of want to use something like that as a repository, but like, it'd take me so long to write down everything I've watched. But I fell off pretty hard after like 2010s. I have watched way less anime over the past 10 years. Again?
I still need some more Naga parts.
Alright.
I think I'll start gathering after I get enough Naga parts for the last 2 pieces I need.
Alright. I have a backloggery account, and I haven't updated in 2 years. Backloggery? I don't even know what that is, Tante. I assume that, is it like just for anime, or is it for like just all shows? Like it just catalogs all the stuff you want to watch. Fuck, you should see my backlog is more focused on video games. My Steam account is a nightmare because of that. I have so many games that I want to play. A part of streaming was meant to be getting through that stuff. And then I end up playing Monster Hunter. And then it's like, oh shit, I'm playing a lot of Monster Hunter now. But yeah, I have so much to get through.
I thought of doing a stream series called Steam Cleaning.
Oh god, that's good.
And just playing games that are in my Steam library that I've never played, because
dude, there's so many. So I've accumulated a lot from what's it called, the sort of like humble bundles and things like that, where you get like collection games.
Steam sales.
Ooh.
Green Man Gaming. I have so many like random ones. In fact, I have some codes I've never redeemed that I'm actually gonna give away on stream on my Chinese New Year stream.
Yeah, that's what I did for my 500 actually.
I have a lot of gifts I'm gonna be giving away, so I have to test how the giveaways work on, because I've never done a giveaway on Streamlabs before. But I'm gonna be giving away like a lot of eShop codes, like digital eShop codes. I'll be giving away a lot of games.
Yeah.
I'll probably be doing like a giveaway almost every like 30 minutes.
Jeez.
Just because I've got so much stuff to give away.
That's kind of what happened with me and on my 500, because I was like, hey, I've got a shit ton of codes. Here's the list. You guys just... I was literally like every 10 minutes I think I was giving out something, because it was like... it was just... There's so much that I have that it's like... Just take it from me. I don't think I'm going to play these games, so it's like, you guys who actually want this thing, go for it. Backloggery is kind of like a video games version of my anime list. It's useful logging your games, and I think... No, actually, Tante, I have actually used that before now that you've said that. Because I realized that I did have a video game one like that. Is it me or is this Naga Cougar really small?
It's kind of tiny.
You know what they should have is the smaller they are, the smaller their roar is. But I think that would mess up people in terms of like knowing how far away they need to be from like
yeah, I think so too.
The dodges or whatever it might be. Oh my god, my girlfriend's cooking and I can smell it and I'm crazy hungry.
grub on Daimono.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat eventually, but my stomach is still kind of like, ugh, right now.
Yeah, that's one of the worst parts about getting sick. Sometimes
Like,
it's just...
I'm hungry, but because my stomach feels like shit, it's
yeah.
like, do I risk, you know, leaking from both ends?
That's the worst. When you go to the toilet and then it's just... You're like, now I need to turn around, and now I need to turn back, now I need to turn around. Just have the bucket in front of you.
It's like, I just finished pooping. Why am I here again? That's how I felt, because that's why I left work early. I was like, oh, I felt like shit.
And I feel like I need a shit.
Bad yesterday.
Hey Ike, how you doing? You know what's funny? I've literally helped my brother with the exact same grind we're doing, and we did so many Nagakugas. Good thing is, Great Sword can just, like, chew through Nagakuga's wings. Ah, really? I think, when you get food poisoning, or whenever you're sick, the normal act of eating being taken away from you, and it's just... I live to eat. Food is so good, and
That's fair.
Yeah, you just like I just want it to be normal for a bit, but having time off works pretty good.
I just want to have dinner.
That's why getting sick is cursed, because it's like you're too tired, too ill to do anything, but you've got a whole heap of free time because you are sick. I'm getting very hyped for Resident Evil 8. How about you? I am not the biggest Resident Evil fan, but that one actually looks interesting just in terms of like it being very sort of a lot more sort of gothic and stuff like that. But yeah.
See, I don't know about everyone else, but I didn't really like the first person Resident Evil. There's just something about it that
7.
like I didn't like Resident Evil 7 as much.
Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of felt
puzzles,
that.
But I like doing the puzzles from third person view. Because I'm kind of old fuddy-duddy.
Well, that's the thing. That's between Silent Hill and Resident Evil. I think those two games pretty much gave exactly what people wanted. So when they started messing with the formula later, it was like, we get why you're doing it, but... So it's like, that's kind of why I think the remasters are actually selling
like
really well.
They kind of overcorrected with 7. Like, I get it's a great game, but it's not Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's kind of something else, yeah.
DNA,
I agree.
Resident Evil was what we had in, you know, the remake of 2 and the remake in 3.
Yeah.
Resident Evil is not what we got in fucking Resident Evil 6, which is an abomination. I hate that fucking game so much. They tried to make it all action.
Well, that's the thing. How far are they going to take the remasters? Surely the remasters will stop at 4, because I can't see anyone really wanting a remaster of 5, or definitely not 6. So, but
we got, like, you know, Chris Redfield ham arms.
You spent all yesterday in bed watching Yonso during the sickness. That was a good timing then, Tante. I actually watched a lot of Yonso yesterday. It was pretty much I do something and I come back and sit down and stuff. You gotta go now, Ricardo? No problem, man. I'm probably only got a couple hints left up my sleeve anyway, so thank you for helping out. You have a great night, man.
What else I need?
Five is pretty good. Oh, did you actually like 5? I thought people didn't like 5, Tante. Like I said, I'm not a Resident Evil fan, so I don't know. And RE8 is coming out near your birthday. Oh, cool. So I might pre-order the collector's edition. If I can get that, I can make sure to get the deluxe edition. That'd be sick, man. What comes with the collector's and deluxe? Do you get like a statuette or anything? I've only seen others play 5. Looks like dumb fun. 5 is the one with the co-op, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I need 9. I need 9 shards. And I got 6 right now. As far as everything else, That's all I need, 9 shards.
Oh, nice. Okay,
I
cool.
got 6, so 3 more shards.
Sweet. Well, we can go one more then. Yeah, that's the funny thing about what Prince is doing, guys, if you don't realize. He has to do this either way, because Nagakuga's set pretty much will carry him up to Atal Kar, and then Atal Kar should be able to finish up the rest of it. He will probably need to do Hyper Nagakuga, but he can use the Nagakuga armor he's wearing to upgrade it later, so it's like, he will need to do this either way, and it's not a bad way to do it. And that's kind of a bit of how Monster Hunter is if you want to do it effectively without as much time wasting, because you could just make a shit ton of gear and it'd just be useless. You throw it out every like you go up a couple of fights and then be like, this is terrible, I need to get new shit. But like something like this is just effective.
I guess what's where you want to find the most efficient way to grind your way up.
Yeah, especially if returning to the games as well. Because that's the thing, it's like this is our first rodeo, like with Monster Hunter. That's one of those things where for us, we don't need to go and see all the different shit. Like it's just get it done sort of thing, because there's more challenge at the end of the game than going us through. What's a Monster Hunter? I'm not sure, Gary. I feel like we're actually the monsters after all. You get a figure of RE8 Chris. Oh my, you little shit. Art book DLC, a special box. Oh, a steel bookcase. Whoopsies. I'd like to roll now. Oh god, stop stealing my stuff. And a special map of the area you are in RE8. Oh, cool. I love maps. That's probably my favorite part. Whenever you get like good collector's editions or really like extra bells and whistles, I'm always a big fan of posters and maps. I'm actually surrounded by posters and maps. That's how I decorate my room.
Someday when Daimono shows us who he really is, we'll see what those are.
The someday. You want to send the link? You can send the link if you want, man.
Yeah, like,
I probably won't be able to look for a bit,
The reason I want the Naga one is because of the high evade. It has massive evade on it when you get all the stuff.
Oh, you after evade window. Oh, so you're not going critical boost?
I'm after evade.
I suppose you'd need to go a different monster if you did that. Fucking little shits. Oh, God. I'm going to be dizzy. Oh, no. The good thing is that the boars at least don't add much dizzy. Perhaps have brought some traps to just slow him down with 3s. Check it out when I got a chance. I'll try and check it out. Like, might take me a little bit, because I'll probably finish up immediately after this fight. Oof.
I'm glad that Nagakuga doesn't bleed you in the old games, though.
Yeah. I like new Nagakuga a lot, but I feel like he sort of lost a lot of his luster. I feel like him and Tiger X were way less scarier than I wanted them to be. And I think that's the hard part about Iceborne, where it's like they brought in helping monsters, but because of the fact that they didn't ultimatify the game, where you can fight these monsters at a lower rank, meant that we didn't really... You just kind of had to fight them as tier 2 monsters for the first time and just be like, oh yeah, whatever. Like Barroth is a challenge at least, but Naga is kind of a joke, I feel like. Ooh.
Yeah, Barroth was a much bigger wall than Naga was, but Naga was the latter one, I think, if I remember correctly. Like
yeah.
You hunted Barroth first.
Yeah, you're totally right. You do, yeah, because there was that weird like mini quest line where you had to go to 3 locations because you were trying to find where the sound was. And Nagakuga was one of them, but Barroth was straight up us. He was the end of the frozen tier, really.
Barroth was fucking tough.
Yeah, he had a shit ton of health. He was super inflated. I don't know why. I think they might have fucked up there. You're super hype. It's your 16th birthday. Oh, that's cool. And I want something big as well as RE's 8 is really big. Yeah, that's a pretty good choice, man. I think that's one of those things that if you've got parents that are like willing to help out, get you like this, like they know what you want and like they're down to like help you get whatever that thing is. Pretty cool. I was always very lucky in that regard. Like pretty much like growing up getting the things I wanted in terms of video games, where it wasn't like you know when you go to your like your grandma's and they're like, oh, here's this video game, and you're like, oh, it's like a bootleg Minecraft.
You thought it was like Barbie's Horse Adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
Like video games, Rocky Daimono.
Thanks, Grandma.
And then you can't say I hate it, Grandma, because that's
no. I actually had that when I was growing up. I remember because one side of my family were really good, one side of my family not so good. And the not so good one, I remember would buy like really shitty chocolate. And like they would always try to push it on you. And I remember like getting this really, really, really bad chocolate. And it's like, I'd be honest, this little kid just be like, I don't really like this. This is gross. And then they'd be really offended, and then my mom's like, you can just throw it away, fuck it, it's terrible. I'm like, okay. But yeah, like, it was one of those things where you weren't meant to, like, you're not meant to say it's bad in front of them, but it's okay if you don't keep it.
My always good about getting me the stuff I want. I grew up kind of spoiled.
Oh,
That's
really?
why I call myself a prince. And hey, it's true. I mean, I know what I am.
And sometimes that's better, knowing who you are. Well, that's the thing, it's like,
I got a Nargacuga mantle out of this one.
Oh, wow, nice. Okay, cool. That'll be really handy for the weapon upgrade then, I think.
Yep. I got no shards, so I got 2 medullas and a mantle.
Nice. Your parents are great about pre-ordering games and letting you get them for you? That's pretty awesome. Like... like I said, I was pretty lucky in that regard, because like I remember when I got my first N64, I was just so over the moon about it, and
I got 1 shard.
Oh, you're kidding me. God.
The game does not want me to have this.
Will that complete your set?
No, I need 2 more shards.
Oh, as in like if we get you the 2 shards.
If I get 2 shards, I can just farm for the gathering stuff, like the monster essence and shit.
Alright, well let's go again then. Hopefully you don't get a 1 roll then. Get improved Carver, you can.
I think it kind of made up for it, the fact that I got a Nargacuga mantle.
Yeah, that'll help you later, I think.
Let me double check exactly how many shards.
Thank you for helping, by the way, Gary.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Gary. You're a real homie.
Where is... Like one B-Day, they let me pre-order 100 shards. They let me pre-order a $100 edition of Mortal Kombat 11, and then another birthday, my mum got me a RE2 remake because I really love the classic. And you play the RE2 classic on the N64. Damn, nice. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like, I think if they're willing to spend that little bit more on that one thing, as long as you're accepting that you're probably not going to get something at another time, like, you're not going to, like, you only get so many games in a space of a year or whatever. And when you're an adult, that can change because you can go fucking nuts on yourself. Just buy a shit ton of games and end up like me and Prince, where we're like, have to give away games now. That's the assault decision we're making. You just enjoy hunting? Yeah, we're kind of the same way, Gary, I'll be honest.
Yep, that's why I go out of my way to help people out too, because we do it for the hunt. I mean, like in World, what else is a 999 hunter gonna do?
Still need to complete that layered stuff. I haven't played World in ages, by the way. Hopefully I can make this week's world session. Yes, I should be able to.
You
Oh,
gonna make this week's world session?
yeah.
Good.
Hey,
'Cause I'm
Rainbow.
gonna be drinking whiskey on Saturday. And we all know what happens when Prince drinks whiskey.
Oh, God. Actually, so tomorrow, I was actually not sure when it... Whoa, that was so loud.
Be they crispy or from Wendy's. Spend my hard-earned good boy points on Kids Meal Bull Pit Burger
Why?
joints.
I have no idea why that took so long to kick in, Rainbow. That was crazy. Alright, I'm
I
here.
got dumped off right in front of it.
Oh,
shit, of course, I forgot to eat.
So, yes.
Motherfuck me.
I will probably make another post about it tonight, but tomorrow, myself and Samurai will be doing a... Well, mostly I'm helping him out, of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft tournament. And,
I'll have to tune in.
it's... gotta be... I feel like it's gonna be a bit of a shit show. Samurai is just sort of winging it, and... but I think it'll be pretty fun, because it's very simplified Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, because it's old school, and we only have so many cards available. But it'll be fun to commentate over it, especially when I haven't thought about the game in that state from that when back. So, yeah, I think it'll be fun. I was actually going to set up the Minecraft server and do that stream tomorrow, but this kind of worked out because of the fact that the server the server group that I'm actually using, the servers are down, so I couldn't actually finish the setup, so it gives me a bit more time, which is good. But Prince, promise me that you don't let me become a Minecraft streamer. Whatever happens.
You know what, I will... As much as I want to do it for the memes, I would never let you become a Minecraft streamer.
God. I feel like it's a weird... I love Minecraft, but I feel like it could become a bit of a trap. No, you must become it. Oh my god, Infinite, you're there.
I have to be there to bring you back from the dark.
It feels like it's kind of like Skyrim in the sense that it's the bottomless pit. Like as soon as you introduce mods as well, it can just keep going.
The year is 2022. GameStop market cap is now
Skyrim streamers still do that too. All they do is play modded Skyrim.
Jeez.
The smell of body odor no longer present in the air. Instead replaced by...
Wait, hang on. I missed where that ended, Tante. What did it say? Instead replaced by a trail of petunias and daffodils leading to the entrance. Leave my coat on at the door, man. I will check myself before walking to the air-conditioned 2,000 square foot 3-story building with velvet surface. Service. Thank you, Dante, for the bits. Wendy will promote Mr. Mono becoming Minecraft streamer. Don't. How often a week do you do Minecraft, by the way, Infinite? I had a moment in late 2019 where only every stream was Minecraft. I got so demotivated almost entirely. Yeah, see, I think it'd just be like fucked. Like, to me, it's one of those things where it's like you could easily just like, oh, this is the thing I do, or like this is the thing that like, and you kind of burn something that you love, and I think that can be a little dangerous. That's why I can't sit still. I'm the type of person who just I really can't. Especially, at least with something like this, it's like, it's very easy to talk over. Whereas like Minecraft, like, I think I'd be too focused on whatever I'm doing at the time. But, I don't know, we'll find out. Might turn out it's perfect content for me, and then I'll have to free myself.
Yeah, I'll be there to free you, Daimono. I'll be there to pull you back from the dark.
Action games first. Whoa.
Pick up a $3 copy of the classic Nicolas Cage film Drive Angry. Guy in a tuxedo at the checkout puts on his white gloves and bags it for me. Sign up for the pre-order list of Kerbal Space Program 2.
Dante, I feel like you might need to figure out how many like syllables you're allowed. There's so many ones you've been doing with Reese that it just cuts off halfway. Sign me up for the pre-order list of Kerbal Space Ram 2, Space Program 2, and leave my signature at the guest book. Bellboy carries my bag for me. The entrance. Wished me a good evening. Turn off spam detection? No, you know why I can't do that. Rainbow loves you, by the way, Prince.
Limping away. You still have traps on you, Daimono?
No, I don't actually. It's better you carve anyway. The rate in capture is way lower. No rules, only chaos. Fucking infinite. There was a point there. I can't remember. It must have been early days when I started streaming with you, Prince. There was a point there where my stream was just so fucking out of control. Like, I had no control over chat. There was just sound effects going on. Oh, God.
And then I come and you think, oh, finally there's some structure to my stream.
Yeah.
And I bring you a special kind of chaos.
God. Bear! How much later are you going? I'm literally finished. This is literally the last hunt. We're just trying to get the last bits for Prince. How you doing, man?
Please give me 2 shards.
If you start now, I'll send everyone your way, Bear.
1 shard.
Prince, STG. What's
nice.
STG? If you don't say it back, I will waterboard you. Prince, what's STG?
Swear to God.
Swear to God. Oh. Prince, she's waiting for a I love you. You're also adding 30 plus sound commands. I know, I saw that. Fuck me. Like, the fact he was also giving them out during his stream.
Aw, I just saw Rainbow's. I'm not on your stream right now. Rainbow, I love you. Hi, Rainbow.
Did someone say chaos? Welcome, Cramped Zeus. We did. Like I said, it's so funny because we've actually reduced down how much chaos is, but there's still moments on my streams where I'm like,
milky juice.
Well, yeah, it's a perfect example. That was one of the reasons I did move a lot of stuff off with
Milk me father.
God, right.
Milk.
I know where we are now. I apologize. I had every intention of joining, but something came up. That's fine, Bed. Don't worry about it, man. That's the part of like with us streaming together. It's sort of like it's more so we have a crew together, and if we stream solo, like we all stream solo regularly anyway. So
my stomach blew up and I'm leaking from both ends.
Yeah, what's your excuse, Bet? I'm glad Prince and Gary were joining. Yeah.
Stomach explode? No,
I'm glad we got a crew. All right. I really better stop now.
I got some food poisoning, Pedsy. So I'm not streaming tonight, but I'm playing. So I need 4 monster essence and 4 Stygian worms. For the arms, I need 5 Laranoth fine hides.
I'm to take some NyQuil and knock out. Wait, are you saying you're doing that, Gary? Or you're telling Prince to do that? You'll be in the session Saturday? Oh, cool. No problem, man. Yeah, I should be there too. I think it might be the first time in a while we'll all be together. I don't know if Buns is going to. I think she might be still having some time off. Oh, cool.
Might not be there,
awesome.
But Tanu will be there.
Fucking, we need to get Tanu into G rank. She's still making her way through.
With a new character, yep.
Alright. Oh, actually, I should probably do this shit before I forget. I always forget to do my my traders and stuff. Oh, actually, I'm not finished. Oh, I'm not finished. I need 1. Dang it.
Now I'm just gonna do a gathering quest in the jungle to get what I need.
It's all good, Bear. I'm low-key worried about adding too many sound commands to my stream. I know, Tante. I'm kind of debating about how I want to do it, whether or not I want to have a certain amount of sounds, or if I move it all to blurb, whether or not I have free ones and then I have paid ones, and then the paid ones will actually reduce down how many there is. But at a certain point, I think I almost have 100 sound commands, guys. Like, there's a lot. So, yeah, I might have to figure out a system at some point where it's just like I rotate them or I turn some off and stuff. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I don't think I'll be able to get these parts until I get the G2.
Oh, because of the bugs and stuff. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
The bug stuff is in the jungle area now.
Yeah.
Jungle stuff.
I just realized that. That's okay. So next time. I mean, the next time you get up to it, we can just burn through key quests.
Yep.
1 second, guys.
All right, I'm probably gonna nod off and go eat something. So I will catch you later, Daimono.
No problem, man. Thanks for hanging out. Glad we got you parts now. Yeah. All right, and I'll jump out of the Discord as well. So, I think we'll finish up here. Let's have a look-see at who we can send people to. You gonna do Geo to make up with it for it tomorrow? I might have to. I was gonna say I would join you, but I actually am really busy at the moment, unfortunately. I would love to do a whole heap of stuff, but I need to do a lot of prep work at the moment for some other stuff. So, fortunately, my out of stream seeing me might be a hard thing to do. Let's see. Who do we want to raid? Raid Donkey. God. Thank you again for hanging out with me, Gary, as well. Not too many people on now. I actually kind of want to raid Nessie? No. I want to raid Draw with Chew because I've discovered this person and their fucking art is amazing and they do emotes. And I just want to raid them because I want to tell them how great their emotes are. Or we could raid Canon. She's doing, actually, I'll raid Canon. I've never gone to raid her, so let's do that. She's doing Dark Souls 2, so that might be fun. Unless you want to do more GU, but I feel like most people here probably want to just chill with the crew, so. Let's see. Alright. Cool. I'm a clever bean, and I forgot to record the session. Hate when that happens. I'll have to fix that up. Alright. Meow. So, yeah. Fun things. I didn't promote it earlier enough, and I probably should have done it more when we started the stream, but I jumped straight into the news because I knew we had so much. So, tomorrow will be the Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft Tournament. That will be myself and Samurai, mostly on Samurai's side, will be doing a draft tournament and co-commentating over the top of matches. And yeah, if you want to know more about the rules, head over to Discord. I will probably promote it again tonight. It's going to be a bit of a loose tournament. We'll see how it goes. It might just be fun. We might just have various matches, just try and get unique people fighting each other. And yeah, and then post that, we'll probably do God of War, which I might finish the story tomorrow. And then if I do finish the story, we'll probably do some extra content, some of the challenge fights, like the Valkyries and stuff. And then if we don't do that, like if I don't finish all of that, we'll probably do it again in the following session. But Minecraft hopefully will be starting this week, which will be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully the server like plays ball and is just up. If it's down, then I will probably let you guys know when it is up, even if I'm not on it, and you guys can just go nuts. Because it'll be a server more for you guys, so just a place to chill and hang. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up here for now. We will go raid Canon. I think she's probably still going. I just want to double check she's still going because she's up quite late right now. So, how many hours has she been going for? 4 hours? I think she'll probably go longer. So let's go give her a raid. Join Discord for chaos. Certainly is pretty chaotic at times. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I will be back tomorrow with the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I'll give you more details tonight. If you want to head over to the Discord, we'll talk about it there. If you got any questions, feel free to hit up myself or Samurai. And yeah, thank you again everyone for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.